Hey everyone, I'm Josh Earnest, the voice of West Wing Week. Every week you tune in to hear from us about what's happening at the White House behind the scenes. Well, this week we'd like to hear from you. Send us a note to let us know what you'd like to see or hear on the West Wing Week. Just go to whitehouse.gov/westwingweek and let us know. Welcome to the West Wing Week, your guide to everything that's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This week, the President honored Memorial Day and the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War. Awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, signed bipartisan legislation reauthorizing the Export-Import Bank, and welcomed former President Bush and former First Lady Laura Bush for the official unveiling of their portraits. That's May 25th to May 31st, or each of them love this country more than life itself. Memorial Day began for the President and First Lady with a chance to meet with the U.S. Navy's first contingent of women submariners to be assigned to the Navy's operational submarine force. And also that morning, the First Lady announced she'd sponsor the future USS Illinois, joining a tradition of First Lady sponsorship of U.S. Navy submarines. Then the President and First Lady traveled to Arlington National Cemetery, where the President laid a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns and spoke to the families gathered there.
As we honor your mothers and fathers, your sons and daughters, we have to ask ourselves, how can we support you and your families and give you some strength? I take heart in the strength and resolve of those who still serve, both here at home and around the world. And I know that we must always strive to be worthy of your sacrifice.
In the afternoon, the President, the Vice President, the First Lady, and Dr. Biden attended a ceremony at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall to mark the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War.
A lot of you didn't talk too much about your service. This is what this 50th anniversary is all about. It's another opportunity to say to our Vietnam veterans what we should have been saying from the beginning. You did your job. You served with honor. You made us proud. So here today it must be said, you have earned your place among the greatest generations. Please stand as we say those simple words which always greet our troops when they come home from here on out. Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home. Thank you.
On Tuesday, the President awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom to 13 individuals who are deserving of our nation's highest civilian honor.
What's wonderful about these events for me is so many of these people are my heroes individually. I remember reading Song of Solomon when I was a kid, and not just trying to figure out how to write, but also how to be and how to think. In college, listening to Bob Dylan, my world opening up. Everybody on this stage has marked my life in profound ways. What an extraordinary honor to be able to say thank you to all of them for the great work that they have done on behalf of this country and on behalf of the world.
On Wednesday, the President convened a meeting in the Situation Room on hurricane preparedness, then signed the reauthorization of the Export-Import Bank.
There are steps that we can take right now to speed up this recovery, to help create jobs, to restore some of the financial security that families have lost. It's within our control to do the right thing and do it now. So with that, it is my great pleasure to sign this bill into law.
On Thursday, the President welcomed former President George W. Bush and former First Lady Laura Bush to the White House for the official unveiling of their portraits. Proud parents, President George H.W. Bush and Barbara Bush, also attended. To find out more information on any of these topics or to see complete videos of these events, go to whitehouse.gov. And thanks again for checking out your West Wing Week.
Wrote that first book, Dreams from My Father. I thought, all right, who are 6 or 7 people I just want to read to think about how to write. And so
yes,
you,
hey,
why
not? That's why it was so good.
Yeah, that's exactly why I was. So you taught me.
I did.
Any good senses in there? That's because I was copying you. I love you.
Thank you.
You know what's wonderful is watching Malia and Sasha reading.
Oh yes, they're
Sula and Blue Asai and stuff. They're all next generation.